Imagine speeding down the highway in a sleek and sporty BMW, feeling the thrill of the car's excellent handling and performance. But did you know that behind the luxurious exterior lies a century-old car company with a history that is both arduous and tortuous? BMW traces its origins to the early years of the 20th century, when German engineer Karl Rapp founded Rapp Motorenwerk in Munich. Rapp's company produced aircraft engines for the German military during World War I. But financial difficulties forced him to sell the company to Camillo Castiglione and Max Friese in 1917. The new owners renamed the company Bayerische Motorenwerk, Bavarian Motor Works, and began producing aircraft engines under the BMW name. During World War I, BMW's main business was manufacturing military aircraft engines for the German military. But after Germany's defeat, the Versailles Treaty put a stop to BMW's business, leaving the company at a standstill. Desperate to survive, BMW took a bold and innovative approach, transferring the technology of producing aircraft engines to land vehicles. And with their strong research and development capabilities, BMW launched its first motorcycle, the R32, in 1923. A decade later, the first BMW car, the 303, was introduced, featuring an inline six-cylinder engine and a kidney grille that would become classic elements of BMW cars. Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, BMW continued to expand its product line and diversify its operations. In addition to motorcycles, the company began producing automobiles in 1928 with the release of the BMW 315. This was followed by the BMW 328, which was introduced in 1936 and quickly established itself as a high-performance sports car. But BMW's fate would once again become tied to the German military during World War II. The Luftwaffe's main bomber, the Focke-Wulf FW-190, was equipped with BMW's new 801 engine, which had a power output of 1,500 horsepower, crushing the engine power of other German fighters at the time. BMW's outstanding performance in many Nazi aircraft engines made them a strong technical presence that supported half of the Third Reich's Air Force. The end of the war and the subsequent Allied occupation of Germany forced BMW to temporarily suspend its production of aircraft engines. To continue its business, BMW began to provide aircraft research and development services to the outside world, reaccumulating its original capital. In the post-war years, the company shifted its focus back to motorcycles and automobiles. In 1948, BMW rebuilt its motorcycle factory, and 4 years later, BMW once again entered the automotive industry with the launch of the 501 sedan. The improved version, the 502, won unanimous praise from the market, and BMW regained its vitality. However, in the late 1950s, BMW fell into difficulties once again, with internal management that was extremely chaotic. Repeated decision-making errors put the company in serious financial crisis, and some shareholders even wanted to sell BMW at a low price to rival Mercedes-Benz. Although they are both from Germany, BMW represents trendy sports shoes, while Mercedes-Benz is a symbol of nobility and status. Both brands are sought after and loved by countless consumers. On December 9, 1959, a shareholder meeting that was crucial to the survival of BMW was held at the company's headquarters. Hans Fiete, the chairman of the supervisory board, announced a plan to sell 7 million marks worth of new shares to Daimler-Benz, which would make BMW a subsidiary of Mercedes-Benz's axle manufacturing plant. As soon as Fiete finished speaking, he faced fierce opposition from BMW's small and medium-sized shareholders and the labor union. At this time, one of the shareholders' lawyer keenly discovered an error in BMW's financial report. According to the provisions of German corporate law, if there are errors in the financial report, shareholders have the right to request a postponement of the shareholder meeting. And a postponement means that the acquisition proposal is automatically invalidated, causing BMW's sale plan to fail. However, this could only temporarily save BMW from being acquired. The one who really saved BMW was Quandt. His name was Herbert Quandt, the head of Germany's wealthiest family, the Quandt family. After World War II, the German economy quickly recovered, and the government continued to promote economic takeoff. With increasing incomes, more people would buy cars, making the investment prospects in the automobile industry very promising. Quandt saw the broad development prospects of the automobile industry. At that time, he owned 3.5% of Mercedes-Benz's shares. By 1955, he had increased his holdings in Daimler-Benz to 9% and entered the supervisory board of Mercedes-Benz. He had intended to continue increasing his stake in Mercedes, but lost to Friedrich Flick, Mercedes' largest shareholder, in the struggle for control. So he had to turn his attention to BMW and quietly bought some BMW shares. Quandt was inspired not only by the spirit of small shareholders and workers, but also by BMW's enormous potential. He believed that BMW's problems were primarily due to an irrational product structure and a lack of cash flow, and as long as the financial issues were resolved, BMW could rebound. As a result, he decided to increase his investment in BMW and become the company's largest shareholder. However, rescuing BMW from the bankrupt was not as simple as it appeared. Quandt decided to take a risk since no bank was interested in lending cash to the financially distressed BMW. He risked all of his assets and increased his stake in BMW's share capital. He would be bankrupt if the company failed. No one believed BMW could make a comeback at the time, but Quandt was certain that honesty and a good reputation could make BMW glow again, which is why he stepped forward and accepted responsibility. Under Quandt's leadership, BMW decided to issue new shares to raise funds in 1960. Previously, Deutsche Bank had served as BMW's underwriter and coordinator, but it refused to help this time because it was a major shareholder in Mercedes-Benz. Quandt approached Bavaria's finance minister in desperation, hoping that he would support Bavarian brands and help them through the difficult times. The Bavarian government promised to assist Quandt in obtaining additional equity, but this did not completely resolve BMW's financial problems. As a result, Quandt turned to the Frankfurt Bank for assistance in underwriting the new shares. He acted as a coordinator and promised to take all of the new shares if no one subscribed to them, a first in German economic history. This assurance greatly increased the trust of small and medium-sized shareholders. Only 100,000 new shares worth 5.35 million marks were not subscribed to. The timely cash injection aided BMW in overcoming the crisis. Quandt thus saved BMW from being taken over by Mercedes-Benz. From then on, BMW began its highly individualized legendary career. Transport yourself back to 1961 when BMW released the 1500, a car that redefined what a sedan could be. The designers knew that BMW was renowned for powerful engines, so they made sure the 1500 had the agility and power of a sports car. Equipped with a sport chassis and a 1.5-liter four-cylinder engine, this car boasted a maximum output of 80 horsepower. The 1500's exterior design broke with tradition and adopted a distinct three-box style that gave it a strikingly sporty look. This car was truly one of a kind, as it combined the ruggedness of a sedan with the practicality and agility of a sports car. This innovation made BMW an overnight sensation in the European car market. Since then, BMW has continued to push the envelope with new designs and technology. It pioneered the single-model Procar series, which drew in top Formula One champions. It acquired the popular Mini and the luxury car brand Rolls-Royce, positioning itself as a leader in the high-end global car market. Its X5 made SUVs popular on the streets, and its fourth-generation 7 Series was equipped with a human-machine interaction system that rivaled the Mercedes-Benz S-Class luxury car. In 2011, BMW launched its new sub-brand, BMW i, which focuses on the research and development of new energy vehicles. The i8, derived from the previous Vision Efficient Dynamics concept car, is a production model that truly stands out. Driven by Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible: Ghost Protocol, this car was dubbed a super science fiction sports car by movie fans. With an extraordinary presence and futuristic body lines, the i8 is a true milestone in the world of automobiles. Its butterfly doors and hybrid intelligent safety system showcase BMW's benchmark craftsmanship and low-carbon environmental protection concept. Would you ever wonder the story behind the BMW logo? Before I reveal that, if you like this video, please subscribe, smash a like, and turn on the notification. Your support will be my motivation. It has a rich history with 6 alterations, each preserving its unique significance. The blue and white checkerboard element in the logo draws inspiration from Bavaria's flag, where BMW originated, conveying the message that BMW is a German brand. The letters BMW in the logo represent the abbreviation of Bayerische Motor and Werk, the name of BMW's predecessor, a Bavarian aircraft engine manufacturing company. This inclusion in the logo symbolizes BMW's history of producing aircraft engines. The double circle design in the logo was inherited from BMW's previous factory logo, and interestingly, it is the only time the pattern appears in the BMW logo. Although the logo has gone through 6 significant changes, the original design concept has remained intact, leaving a profound impression on everyone over time. The logo's blue sky and white clouds motif may seem like just another design element, but for BMW, it signifies its journey through thick and thin. The logo is easily recognizable from a distance, providing a glimpse into BMW's rich history. Today, BMW has a massive lineup of cars with the 3 Series, 5 Series, and 7 Series as the main models, and the X, Z, and M Series as complementary models. BMW is committed to optimizing the performance of its cars to the limit, making it a truly unrivaled king of handling. And it's not just about the engine and performance, it's about the brand, the cultural connotations, and the history behind it.